New maps, new modes, new factions, hell, even new portal mechanics. Are these enough to not only keep OG Splitgate players happy, but also attract new ones? Well, thankfully, those could be answered with the latest alpha playtest Splitgate 2 just had, so let's go over what this alpha had to offer and why other FPS games should keep note. Now, for starters, the maps look and play great. I don't have a favorite just yet, like I do with other FPS games like COD or Halo, where you could easily put a map on a 24/7 playlist, but it's just the alpha, so maybe once the full game releases, there could eventually be a fan favorite. Overall, they all played pretty well though. The amount of portal walls seemed to be just fine with me, and if anything, if I were to criticize any map, it would actually be Glacier. Even with multi-team game modes on it, it still felt pretty huge. It could have used one or hell, maybe even two or more teams because of its size. The speed boost you got from the ice was awesome, or the amount of verticality the map allows actually makes it a great time though. Also, the constant drop pods were a nice touch, but I'd be curious to know if that drop rate stays the same or if it gets reduced during the full release. Next up, the gunplay feels pretty solid on each weapon, despite being the same like shotgun or assault rifles in each faction. Granted, in each faction, they provide just enough of a unique twist on something like the shotgun, allowing you to pick the faction that works best with your playstyle. For example, if you like the classic fire and forget drum mag style of shotgun, the arrows class will scratch that itch. If you enjoy more of a charged up, one tap, you have godlike aim style, then Meridian will be your go-to. And if you like that single fire experience, then Sabrask can fit that need as well. One weapon they didn't change and didn't need to was the bat. The bat once again feels fantastic. It is a great lunge still and provides just the right amount of satisfaction with every single swing. Also, a pro tip, just because it's out of ammo doesn't mean you still can't use it for kills. It just becomes a 2-tap weapon instead. So, which faction is the meta? Well, really it all depends on your playstyle because each one is unique enough that it's kind of like a balanced game of rock, paper, scissors. Arrows is for that lone wolf style of play, providing speed and boost of health just when you need it most. Any COD or Titanfall player trying out this game for the first time, you're going to feel right at home. Meridian is the definition of teamwork makes the dream work. With the ability of throwing down heals for the team, this faction plays nice with others, especially in domination and hot zone. Sabrask, do you not like getting shot at? Well then, this faction allows you to provide a decent sized wall, preventing enemies from shooting anyone behind it. So basically, if you were a bubble shield main back in the Halo days, definitely give this one a try. Overall, how did the game run during my 16-hour experience with it? Well, I had one server kick, and that was it. After that, even before the slight server update, there were no glitches, no freezing, no extreme FPS drops, even while streaming to multiple sites. Honestly, I think if you were to rank this alpha on a scale from a Battlefield beta to just straight perfection, I honestly think this game set the bar of how polished these alpha tests should be from now on. For letting us play a little less than 50% of the game, I was thoroughly impressed with how many modes and maps we got to play during this alpha. Not only that, but there was a Hunt the Dev event alongside some prize money to be had for players with the best clips against those devs. Seeing this level of support already from 1047 just has me excited whenever they decide to release this game, and honestly, it's getting compared to Titanfall and has been called Halo with Portals for quite a while now. But if this alpha reflects how the full release is going to be, I think the next Halo game would probably feel honored if it would be called Splitgate without Portals, especially given Halo's last few games. A lot of games have classes, these modes, and hell, their own fan favorite maps and guns. So, what makes this game stand out from the rest? It knows what it is. An arena shooter that leans heavily on portal mechanics. It doesn't chase the industry with these battle royale modes, extraction modes, or even full hero class based shooters. It focuses on its own gameplay and dials that in and tries to only bring in mechanics that would improve upon its current mechanics and ignores the rest. Overall, my biggest complaint, if you would even call it that, would be how the hell is this game not already out? This alpha is more polished than the majority of FPS games in this same state, or hell, even full release. But 1047 devs, take your time. Release it when it's truly ready. I'm just obviously excited that the sample we got was truly well done and clearly has left me wanting more. When this game does fully drop though, has any more playtests or news, feel free to check back in right here as I'll keep you updated. Also, feel free to add me in game when it does come out. Until then, check out my streams every Thursday and Friday. I hope to see you in chat. Until then, take it easy. Nothing. Window peeking. Here we go. GG's.
What a win!